Hey everybody, Ryan here from Lexus of Edmonton to show you this silver on black RX 350 touring package. Under the hood it's got a 3.5 liter V6 engine running on regular gasoline, not premium, so we're saving you about 10 cents a liter there. The tires are 19-inch rims all the way around with Michelin all-season radials. If we come and take a look at the mirror, you'll notice it has the integrated turn signal. They are power adjustable, power folding, heated, and they save with your seat memory. Alright, now we're going to take a look inside the RX. So the doors touch to unlock. Take a look over here at the door panel first. Got the seat memory, power locks, power windows, power mirrors. A little lower down, a little flap here for, whatever you want to stash in there. One thing we like to point out with the RXs is the contoured bottom of the door jambs here. And the way they're kind of designed with the gap in the very bottom here, they're really well insulated so that on the road you're not going to get like dirt and debris kind of stuck on here. So when you're getting in and out of the car, you don't have to really worry about scuffing your pants or that sort of thing. It's just one thing we like to mention. Looking over here, we can see the power seat settings. Pretty standard. Over here, most notably, the power trunk, power gas cap release, hood release, parking brake. I'm just going to get inside the vehicle now, shut the door so we can take a look at the interior features. I'm going to turn some lights on for us. So, starting over here on the left, we have this little spare cup holder. Just looks like that. Probably pretty small, maybe just a small coffee mug, that kind of thing. Steering wheel audio controls on the left side of the wheel. Obviously this is the volume. These ones would change your channel or your track depending on which mode you're in, and the mode button switches you from auxiliary to CD to AM, FM, all of the options there, they cycle through. Over on this side you have the Bluetooth, call answer, call hang up, and the voice command button. And these arrows here will show you on this little screen different information, mostly related to your mileage. So this is current liters per 100 kilometers. I believe that's real time, so you're driving, you're going to see a bar light up to tell you where you're at depending on how you're driving the car. And there's a few other ones on here. My favorite to have it on is the cruising range. And that's a real-time economy meter. So that's about all for those options. Now we'll take a look over at the display screen, set deep in the dash so that when you're driving and you're looking out the window like this, you can take a quick glance down there without really taking your eyes off the road. So it's designed with safety in mind. It's controlled via the Lexus remote touch system, which is very similar to a PC mouse. You set your hand down like this, you move this around, and that moves around the cursor that you see here on the screen. Also, when you get near buttons on the screen, it'll kind of just snap to the button like that, so it makes it easy to pick the button you want to press. If we take a look at the menu on the screen here, it shows you all kinds of different information about the vehicle. I mean, you've got your navigation right here, you've got your stereo here, you've got your climate control, setup and system information, lots of stuff for the car to tell you, and you control just about anything with the vehicle is controlled through this screen. If we move down a little further on the main console, you see the more classic design, power for the radio and the tuner and the volume kind of thing. The CD player is right there. Then you have the fan controls for the driver's side and the passenger side temperature controls. Couple buttons up here. This is obviously your front defrost. This one is the rear and side windows to get them heating up. Or not the side windows, sorry, the side mirrors. So this button will defrost your rear window and heats up the mirrors. And this changes where the fan's pointing. Pretty standard stuff. So if we take a look at the shifter knob, it'll go in sport mode and have your tap shift up and down for your gears. Couple cup holders. Back here you have the heated seat control. There are also cooling seats for the driver and the passenger. Take a look inside the armrest real quick. This piece pops out, slides back and forth, whatever you kind of want to do with that. You know, I'd probably toss spare change in there, business cards, that kind of thing. A little bit lower down on the very bottom, there's the auxiliary power outlet, and then the USB and auxiliary inputs for the stereo right here. And this little rubber flap comes off, and they look like that. So for your iPod or audio device. Move on to the side, this passenger side. There's not a lot to mention over here, but we do have the lock and glove box, and then the passenger door lock and window control, as well as the passenger little flap on the door panel there. I believe this is designed to hold a water bottle or something as well, will fit in there. Now we're going to move up and take a look at the mirror. This mirror is auto dimming, so once nighttime comes around, it'll automatically dim and make those HD lights behind you not so bright anymore. Up here you obviously have your dome light control, as well as a holder for your sunglasses, and the sunroof controls on both sides here. And the last thing I want to mention with the sunshades, they have an auto light that comes on when you slide that open. The light pops on, slide it closed, the light goes off. Nice little convenient feature I think is worth mentioning. And now as far as the interior of the RX touring package, that's a pretty good demonstration of what you can expect from this vehicle. Alright, now we're going to make our way over to the rear of the vehicle. Check out the design of the tail lights and just the bodywork in general. One little bet you didn't know tidbit about Lexus is with their design work they use something called the L finesse. And what that is the Lexus's logo, the L, they try and use it just about everywhere in the vehicle when they're designing it. You can see it around the tail light, you can see it inside the tail light. If I move over a little bit, you can see it over here, you can see it on the chrome trimming, you can see it up on the spoiler. It really gets kind of fun to look around and see how many places you can find that L being worked into the design of the car. It's one of the things that makes these vehicles so unique. So now on the back there's a couple features to talk about. First I'm going to get into the wiper that we hide up here in the spoiler. There's a good reason for that, which you might be able to guess is because most cars have it down here, but when you have your vehicle sitting out overnight and it's a typical Alberta snowstorm, that's going to be covered in snow, possibly ice, and it's not going to move. You're going to have to get out and pry it out of there with your scraper. Well, this is our solution to that problem, that's never going to happen with that stuck up in the spoiler like that. Very reliable, almost never need to wipe it off. You just turn on the window heater and go. Now, the trunk is a power lift trunk, controlled from either the inside, driver's side, or this little button right here. So you hold it down for a second, blinks at you, and opens up. Now we'll take a look at the cargo area really quick. The back seats are a 40-20-40 split, so you can literally have them in any configuration you want, up or down. A couple little extra things we got with this vehicle are the carpet floor mats, the carpet cargo area floor mat rolled up back there, a couple of leather pouches for the manuals and that sort of thing, as well as a cargo net. Now underneath here is the compact spare tire, as well as everything you need to put it on. And they also come with the cargo covers here. One little feature about the cargo area is these handles on the side are here to release the corresponding seat. So if you need some extra room, rather than running around to the other side of the vehicle to pull the seat down, you just pull the handle and it falls down flat for you, just like that. And when you're all loaded up and ready to go, button up here shuts the trunk for you. Beautiful. Now we're going to move on to the rear seats. Pretty straightforward stuff. You take a look at the door panel, the lock here, power window, cup holder at the bottom. We got the little flaps on the back of the seats, heating vents, lights up top, a single piece rubber floor mat for the whole back seat. The seats are also able to move forward and back to either give your passengers more room or to give your cargo more room. The seats also recline, If you pull this up when no one's in it, it'll make the seat fall flat down like was demonstrated earlier with the cargo area. Now the middle part here, as you probably guessed, folds down to act as an armrest. It's also got a little bit of storage space and 2 cup holders in there. So a little convenience feature for you there. And that's about it for the rear seats. Alright, now we're coming around to the front of the vehicle here. Check out the headlights and the grille. A few things to say about them. The headlights, the running lights in them, are these little white LEDs that I have turned on here. They look really nice and they're very functional too, as they make you extremely visible to other drivers. Fog lights down on the bottom, obviously. Now if we step back a little bit and take a look at the new Lexus grille, this is a redesign for the 2013 model year. Most of the new 2013s have a design based around this concept. It's the Lexus spindle grille, and it has the bent-in corners like that, or the bent-in sides is kind of the trademark of it. Now I'm going to pull open the hood here, which I've pre-popped already, so that we can take a look inside the engine. It's a little bit wet because it's just been washed. So again, as I've told you before, it's a 6-cylinder 3.5 liter engine running on regular gasoline. If we take a look at the finishing inside the engine compartment, you can see the black plastic that's placed around to help kind of cover up all the engine parts. They come off really easily with these little plastic rivets that just pop right out. And this serves generally 2 purposes. One, to kind of keep dust and other debris out of the engine, and as well to just help quiet the engine a little bit, make the sound a little muffled. And you'll notice it's got weather stripping all the way around the sides, so it's quite well insulated. Well, that's about all I have to tell you about this RX 350 touring package. My name's Ryan from Lexus of Edmonton. Thanks for watching.